Pigs are farm animals that are commonly raised all over the world, with more than 750 million. However, not all breeds of pigs are raised on farms. Farmers need to choose pig breeds that have high productivity and delicious meat flavor. So, what are the most popular pig breeds in the world? Let's explore with us right now. The Berkshire Pig is a breed of pig known for its high-quality meat, originating in England and used by British farmers for centuries to produce bacon and other pork products. Berkshire pork is lean and has a delicious flavor, known as kurobuta pork in Japan. To describe the quality of Berkshire pork, it has been said that Berkshire is to other pork like Wagyu is to other beef. Berkshire pigs are also known as one of the largest pig breeds in the world. To produce high-quality pork, farmers often graze pigs on pasture, provide clean water and supplemental grain feed. Furthermore, the farms are committed to not using antibiotics and growth hormones in raising Berkshire pigs. They also limit the number of pigs to create the best quality pigs. One of the most widely raised pig breeds in the world is the Duroc. They are an American breed known for their red coat and high-quality meat, renowned for its marbling, tenderness, and rich flavor, making them a favorite among chefs and consumers. Furthermore, raising Duroc pigs also helps farmers save on farming costs because they have the ability to convert food efficiently, meaning they can convert leftover food into meat, reducing production costs. Duroc pigs also have the ability to adapt to many different farming conditions. If the farming of Duroc pigs is sustainable, it will help farmers gain more profits. When it comes to the most widely raised pig breeds, it is impossible not to mention the Camborough pig, with the highest reproductive capacity of all pig breeds. The sows are very fertile. They can give birth to an average of 17 piglets per litter and have excellent mothering ability. In addition, the Camborough pig breed has excellent disease resistance and excellent feed conversion. Overall, this is a versatile pig breed that can meet all pig raising goals and is therefore very popular on farms. One of the breeds whose size, long body, and high productivity make it a good choice for farmers is the Landrace. The greatest strength of this breed is that it improves other breeds when crossbred. Over 90% of the crossbred sow production in Western Europe and North America uses Landrace blood as the basis for profitable quality pork production. Landrace pork is also very popular because the lean meat has very little fat, from which other products such as bacon or sausages, ham, can be processed with great flavor. Today, the Yorkshire pig breed is white like many other breeds of pigs, and is also most widely recorded in the United States and Canada. This breed is relatively large in size, so it can be marketed at a heavier weight, bringing higher profits. Yorkshire pigs are also considered one of the most effective crossbreeding pigs because they have the characteristic of giving birth to many pigs, averaging 12 to 14 pigs per litter. Yorkshire pork is also considered high-quality meat, lean and delicious, easy to process into many delicious dishes. Therefore, Yorkshire pigs are also one of the most popular and widely raised pig breeds by farmers. Finally, David Farm would like to introduce to you the large black pig breed with good endurance and adaptability. This pig breed has a unique feature that they are black in color, very suitable for the grazing management system. They are said to be very friendly towards humans, making them safe to graze on large fields. Large black pork is of high quality, probably due to the organic grazing model, which makes their meat firmer and more flavorful and encourages sustainable farming. Pork is a popular food in many cultures and can be prepared in many different ways. It is rich in protein and fat and also contains many important vitamins and minerals, including iron, zinc, and vitamin B12, and significant amounts of phosphorus, potassium, and sodium. Pork is a versatile meat that can be used in many different dishes and can be prepared to any taste. Therefore, raising high-yielding pig breeds is the first choice for commercial farms. What other popular pig breeds do you know? Comment below to let us know.
Do you believe that Chinese people consume 55 million tons of pork every year? This number accounts for more than half of the world's pork production. But in recent years, Chinese consumers have gradually turned to high-quality and delicious pork. So, how do Chinese farmers raise pigs for the best meat? Let's find out! Chinese farmers believe that the quality of pork depends largely on the feed and environment in which it is raised. Pigs need ample space to grow, and grazing on pasture is ideal for producing high-quality pigs. Feeding pigs grass on pasture can improve the flavor and texture of the meat. Because the animals have access to a variety of feedstuffs, such as clover and grass, as well as the ability to dig for insects and roots, the flavor of the pork can be enhanced. Pigs raised on pastures are generally healthier and more relaxed, so their meat also tastes better than pigs raised on closed industrial farms. However, the model of raising pigs on pastures is not suitable for large-scale farms with thousands of pigs. It is only suitable for small private farms with a few dozen to a few hundred pigs. Chinese farmers typically feed their pigs a balanced diet rich in essential nutrients, including protein, fat, vitamins, carbohydrates, and minerals. A good diet helps pigs grow strong and develop muscles, which are important for meat quality. Therefore, many farmers also provide relatively expensive feed for pigs, such as milk powder and fruits. They also vary the pigs' menus daily so that they do not get bored with their food. Many farms use high-quality grains such as corn, soybeans, and barley. Some farmers also add supplements such as fish meal, flaxseed, or other natural oils to improve the quality of the fat and enhance the flavor of the pork. It seems that only humans can enjoy this kind of care, but surprisingly, Chinese farmers have applied massage methods to pigs. Massage has many benefits, such as being able to stimulate muscle growth, resulting in better meat quality. Massage helps reduce stress in pigs, improving their overall health, and potentially leading to better growth rates. These benefits can help keep animals healthier and more productive, while also ensuring delicious meat quality. Some pig farms in China also provide toys, mud baths, and other forms of environmental enrichment to help keep pigs mentally stimulated and reduce stress. In the final weeks before slaughter, Chinese farmers often adjust their pigs' diets to enhance the quality of the meat and marbling. Some farmers use finishing diets that include ingredients such as acorns, apples, or dairy byproducts. Slow-growing pigs tend to develop tastier meat. Once pigs are raised to slaughter condition, they are transported to meat processing plants. It is important to minimize stress during handling, transport, and slaughter, as stress can lead to poor meat quality. To get the best pork, it is important to ensure that the pigs are slaughtered humanely, which is not only ethical, but also helps maintain the quality of the meat effectively. If the pigs are stressed during this period, the quality of the meat will be reduced. Most pork processing plants in China are equipped with modern technology to ensure productivity. Hundreds of tons of pork are produced every day to meet the consumption needs of hundreds of millions of people and for export. Each pig carcass is hung on the conveyor belt through each stage of slaughter, hair removal, and viscera processing. Each stage has its own workers to ensure the best operation. After slaughter and processing, most of the pork is supplied to traders for consumption at the markets. Chinese people tend to consume pork processed on the same day because it ensures freshness. Therefore, the daily pork processing output in China also accounts for 50% of the world's total. We have just watched how Chinese farmers raise pigs with the best meat quality. What do you think about today's video? Please comment to let us know. Hello, beloved viewers of David Farm. With your passion for exploring agriculture, surely you have seen our modern pig farm models more than once, where pigs are raised in an industrial environment with modern support equipment. However, their food is cheap synthetic food. Today, I will take you to a pig farm in China with a semi-wild farming model, but the food they use to raise pigs is extremely high-quality food. For any of us who hear about king crab, we know that this is an extremely expensive food source. Dishes from king crab or lobster are almost only for those with economic means. But in China, lobster and king crab are food for pig. That's right, you heard right. There are pig farms in China that are fed seafood that costs up to hundreds of dollars. Perhaps you will find it hard to believe and ask why Chinese farmers feed king crab to their pigs, while there are many people who have never eaten this expensive crab. The pig breeds raised by the Chinese are not precious or expensive pig breeds, but they are common pig breeds. In rural and mountainous areas of China, pigs roam freely on grasslands or in forests or valleys.
Such conditions make it possible to imagine pigs having such an expensive diet. Although they are raised by Chinese farmers for meat or economic development, we all see that pig food is many times more expensive than the pigs being raised. So, why are pigs in China fed seafood? In fact, people have been catching seafood for food since ancient times, but it was not always associated with luxury. Its abundance and the difficulties of transportation and storage requirements have left some coastal areas with abundant seafood reserves. For coastal towns in China, when there is too much seafood without economic value, it will be used as animal feed and fertilizer for fields. Today, it is hard to imagine that crabs that cost thousands of dollars could only be used as food for pigs or to fertilize a cornfield. Not only do farms in China feed animals seafood, but other regions such as Africa or some countries in Europe since the 20th century have also fed pigs seafood. Some countries in Africa, typically Mozambique, have large seafood reserves. There are many types of lobsters and king crabs, but their prices are very cheap. When human consumption demand is not high, excess seafood is also used as food for pigs and used to fertilize crops. Many people believe that pigs are omnivores, but they need to eat plant-based foods. If pigs are fed seafood, they will have health problems. However, in fact, according to research, seafood is rich in protein, vitamins, and minerals that are beneficial for pigs. The high protein content helps develop muscles and aids in overall growth. Pigs fed seafood will grow better than pigs fed only regular vegetables. Pigs may find the taste of seafood appealing. Providing pigs with seafood can increase their appetite and encourage them to eat more. Especially in some livestock activities, byproducts or waste from seafood that are not suitable for human consumption will be used as animal food. This is a way to reduce waste and provide nutritious food for pigs. To minimize farming costs while still providing mineral-rich food for pigs, animal feed manufacturers have processed fish meal into industrial feed, promoting development and growth in pigs. Currently, feeding pigs seafood is not popular on livestock farms due to its high cost and high price. Most pig farms in the world are raised in closed models and fed industrial feed. Raising time is also shorter than pigs in semi-wild farms. Most pigs are harvested after 6 months of raising. Each year, approximately 1.5 billion pigs are processed in slaughterhouses for human consumption. All regions of the world have built modern processing factories, applying high-tech machinery to create large productivity and output. Pork is the most common and most important food source in human life. This is also the most important industry, creating jobs for hundreds of millions of people around the world. We just discovered how Chinese farmers raise pigs aristocratically. How do you feel about today's video? Please leave your comments below to let us know. Don't forget to like and subscribe to receive the latest notifications. And now, goodbye and see you all again. For the past 2 decades, the Chinese market has been considered the most lucrative for meat exporters in Europe, as revenue from this market has always been at the top. However, the European market is currently suffering a major shock, as China has yet to lift the ban on meat imports from countries such as Germany and France. Losing the largest market, meat producers in Europe are also in dire straits. So, what will they do to deal with the large amount of meat and stabilize the market? Germany used to be the third largest pork supplier to China, worth nearly 1 billion euros, equivalent to more than $1 billion US. The reason for China's ban was the African swine fever epidemic that had been reported in Germany, and the ban was issued to protect the livestock industry and prevent the disease from spreading in China. China's policy of banning pork imports has dealt a heavy blow to the livestock industry in general and pig farming in particular. Since China now accounts for about half of the world's annual pork consumption and nearly 2/3 of Germany's pork exports, followed by the United States and Spain as China's first and second largest pork suppliers, Germany has lost its largest export market worth more than $1 billion, leading to major upheaval in the pig industry. Germany has the second largest pig farming industry in the EU, with a herd of more than 26 million pigs. However, this number has gradually decreased after the policy of banning German meat imports from China. According to statistics, Germany has reduced the number of pigs by 15% in the past 3 years. Many farm owners have switched from pig farming to raising other animals with more economic value. The decline in pig herd production in Germany also directly affects pork production in this country. According to statistics, pork slaughter production decreased by about 20%. However, pork still accounts for the majority of meat production in Germany. Pork is still one of the main ingredients in the diverse cuisine of this country. Currently, Germany is still trying to get China to remove the ban and reopen the market for pork imports from Germany, but China has not yet agreed. This is still one of the big challenges for the German pork industry, because finding a large market like China is not easy. Perhaps the biggest challenge facing the German pork industry today is the fight against African swine fever. This disease cannot be completely eradicated. It still smolders in some areas, waiting for an opportunity to break out. It is also the main reason why China has banned pork imports from this country. Not only Germany, other countries in the EU also suffered a strong blow when China stopped importing, including France with poultry meat products. China's ban on poultry imports from France is due to an outbreak of H5N8 avian influenza in the country. Outbreaks have been reported in the Landes and Allier regions of France, as well as other European countries experiencing similar problems. The highly pathogenic avian influenza has led to the culling of hundreds of millions of birds worldwide in recent years, with France being one of the worst affected countries in the European Union. The flu is highly contagious, and the import ban is also aimed at protecting China's livestock industry. Such bans are part of China's broader strategy to prevent the spread of poultry diseases, ensure food safety, and protect domestic poultry from potential infectious diseases. China has previously banned poultry imports from Ireland due to bird flu. Many countries in the European Union are also facing similar situations as bird flu is raging. If China and other countries stop importing meat from the EU, it will probably severely affect the livestock industry in this region. Recently, China has changed from a total ban on chicken imports in France to some areas heavily affected by bird flu. With this policy, the chicken farming and processing industry in France has had new developments. In addition to the EU countries that suffered the shock of China's import ban, Australia is also one of the countries that have suffered the same situation. However, recently, China has lifted the import ban on Australian beef producers after many years. This move has helped the Australian beef farming and processing industry to recover and grow to a certain extent compared to previous years. As we can see, despite being a potential market with a very large population, China still strictly enforces regulations in import and export procedures, especially for livestock and poultry products. All shipments shipped to this country are strictly inspected, and if they do not meet the standards, China is willing to return export shipments and even impose a long-term import ban.
Surely we all know that pests and diseases are the direct cause of agricultural decline. That has also been a fear for soybean farmers in China for thousands of years. The finger-sized green worms were once the #1 enemy of soybean farmers. but now they are one of the farmers' sources of economic income. So, how has this pest made farmers rich? Please explore with us now. Just a few years ago, soybean farmers in Sichuan, Shandong, and Jiangsu provinces were still afraid of pests and diseases severely affecting bean harvest yields. They even lost all of their harvest because of this harmful bean worm. At that time, no one could have thought that this harmful pest could bring in economic resources worth millions of yuan, until they discovered that bean worms could be eaten. Perhaps up to now, there are still many soybean farmers who still cannot believe that they have made a lot of money from these green worms. They are sold for more than 100 yuan per pound. Their price increases every year, and at times, the cost reaches 180 yuan per pound. Not only that, many farmers in some areas have even become rich by raising bean worms. Soybean farmers in Shandong and Jiangsu consider bean worms to have high economic value and are a regional specialty. They are used to prepare delicious dishes such as roasted bean worms, fried bean worms. In recent years, when human demand for food from green insects has increased, the nutritional value of bean worms has also been discovered very well. Rich in protein, essential amino acids, and essential fatty acids. Because the high nutritional value makes the demand for bean worms increase rapidly, many farmers have realized that at times, bean worms bring higher profits than soybeans. So they have turned to growing beans to worm farming. From there, a worm farming industry was formed in some rural areas of China. To raise bean worms successfully and with high productivity, farmers need to choose areas with suitable locations for them to grow, with adequate lighting, good ventilation, and favorable drainage conditions. At the same time, make sure there are no sources of pollution around. Choose bean insect varieties that are suitable for the local environment, grow quickly and lay many eggs, and have strong disease resistance. If environmental conditions are suitable for bean worms, it will help them grow extremely quickly and bring great profits to farmers. Raising bean worms in the provinces is even more profitable than raising livestock such as cows and pigs, because it does not require raising costs and is more expensive. The main food of bean worms is bean leaves, bean pods, and other legumes. Therefore, Chinese farmers can save a large part of animal feed costs. During the breeding process, it is necessary to ensure that bean caterpillars are provided with fresh, nutritious food and avoid mold and spoilage. At the same time, adjust the type and quantity of food appropriately according to their growth and reproductive stages. In addition, it is also necessary to monitor the health status of bean worms to prevent harmful bacteria. If a successful harvest season will help farmers reap a lot of profits. According to reports from bean worm farmers, a normal acre of bean plants can usually harvest 200 kilograms of fresh bean worms and earn a total income of 8,000 yuan, about $1,200 US. This level of income is sometimes even higher than growing and harvesting soybeans. In fact, in Liangyungang, Jiangsu, eating beanworms has become the most unique local culinary culture. Many newcomers to Jiangsu felt resistant to beanworms when they first saw them. However, after trying them a few times, many people will fall in love with this seemingly strange and fear-inducing delicacy. Today, there are many beanworm farming facilities in many places. Each year, they can produce tens of thousands of kilograms of beanworms, becoming high-quality raw materials for many high-end hotels and restaurants. A plate of pre-cooked beanworms can sell for 2,000 yuan during peak season. Thanks to its high nutritional value, beanworms are also known as bean ginseng. In addition to fresh beanworms, on the market in China, there are also canned beanworms or prepared beanworms. Consumers can easily buy beanworm products to prepare daily dishes. We have just watched how Chinese farmers make millions of yuan from this green worm. Please leave your comments below to let us know. China is one of the largest agricultural countries on the planet, with more than 700 million farmers. However, to achieve the achievements they have today, they had to go through many spectacular changes. Over the past decades, long-term development plans have been upgraded, helping China's agricultural sector to move forward like a kite. So, what achievements have these 5-year plans produced? Let's find out in today's video. Starting in the 1950s, China's agriculture sector has been influenced by economic policies. The first 5-year plan was launched in 1950 as a dramatic game-changer. These plans were comprehensive development strategies for all sectors, including agriculture. China has so far implemented the 14th 5-year plan. Although it started in 1953, it was not until the 1980s that real changes were most evident. In 2023, the total output value of China's agriculture, forestry, animal husbandry, and fishery products reached 15,850.7 billion yuan, an increase of 15,804.6 billion compared to 46.1 billion in 1952. The average annual growth rate from 1953 to 2023 was 4.5%. With thousands of years of agricultural civilization, China has made good use of available conditions and resources. Recently, the country's agriculture has undergone significant changes thanks to the application of modern technology. China's grain output has increased from over 100 million tons in the early years to 696.4 million tons in 2023. To achieve this, they have used automatic seeders to save time, effort, and ensure accuracy in seed distribution. Modern harvesters not only increase efficiency, but also minimize losses during harvesting. In particular, the use of drones to spray pesticides is becoming a trend,
helping farmers handle difficult lands without harming crops and the environment. In addition, artificial intelligence, AI, is applied to analyze data from farms, making optimal decisions about irrigation, fertilization, and disease control. With large-scale farms, China has focused on developing automatic equipment from machines to monitoring systems to increase production efficiency and ensure food safety. The mechanization rate in domestic crop cultivation and harvesting has exceeded 73%. Smart agriculture is becoming a trend, as farmers can use sensors and big data to monitor soil and climate conditions, optimize production processes, and reduce waste. By the end of 2023, more than 1 billion mu of high-standard agricultural land will be built, along with 1.058 billion mu of functional grain production land and important agricultural production protection areas. China's livestock industry has also undergone a strong revolution with large-scale livestock farming models and modern technology. Typically, multi-story indoor pig farms optimize space and improve production efficiency. This system helps to better control the living conditions of livestock and minimize environmental pollution with advanced waste treatment solutions. In addition, the use of high-tech equipment such as automatic feeding systems, animal health monitors, and smart sensors has increased productivity and ensured the safety of livestock. Large herds with thousands of animals raised in closed and modern conditions demonstrate the significant development of the livestock industry after the 5-year plans. The use of high-tech equipment such as automatic feeding systems, animal health monitors, and smart sensors has increased productivity and ensured animal safety. The livestock industry has grown by 6.4% per year. China has moved from being unable to produce livestock products itself to meeting domestic demand. The strong development of agriculture and livestock has had a significant positive impact on China's society and economy. Millions of farmers have improved their lives thanks to increased income from agricultural production. This has not only helped invest in education, but also improved the quality of healthcare services. Rural electrification programs have made it easier for people to access electricity, use modern agricultural machinery, and improve living conditions. This development creates more job opportunities and helps families escape poverty. Agricultural development also contributes to food security and poverty reduction, towards sustainable social development. The Sustainable Agriculture Program has become an important part of China's recent 5-year plans, reflecting the government's commitment to environmental protection and sustainable development. The future of China's agriculture is shaped by the next 5-year plans with the goal of sustainable development and self-sufficiency. The government is working hard to protect the environment and promote organic production, create a green economy, and protect natural resources. China is on the path of strong development in the fields of agriculture and animal husbandry. These achievements not only contribute to improving people's lives, but also move towards a more sustainable and high-tech future. More than 1.4 billion Chinese people consume large amounts of pork every year, as pork is a staple in their diet. To meet this huge demand, China must produce and import a large amount of pork every year. So, how much pork do processing plants have to produce to meet the people's consumption needs? Let's find out right now! On average, China consumes about 55 to 60 million tons of pork per year, which equates to a demand of about 40 to 45 kilograms of pork per person per year. Although China is the largest pork producer globally, producing about 45 to 55 million tons of pork per year, it is not always enough to meet demand, especially when factors such as disease outbreaks or economic conditions affect production. To optimize production and meet demand, China needs to invest right from the start. Farms are adopting smart farming techniques, such as using advanced technology and artificial intelligence to improve efficiency, reduce costs, and improve pig health. These innovations are being applied to large-scale farms to increase productivity while meeting stricter environmental standards. In addition, selective breeding and genetic engineering programs are being pursued to develop healthier, more disease-resistant pigs, which could help China's pork industry recover more quickly. Pork has been an integral part of the Chinese diet for centuries. China's pork industry is one of the most important sectors, providing employment and economic stability to the hundreds of millions of Chinese people who work in livestock farming and meat processing. Pig farms in China produce tens of millions of tons of pork each year. Pork processing facilities are located throughout China. The plants are equipped with state-of-the-art technology to handle every stage of the production process, from slaughter to packaging and distribution. With advanced technology, these plants maximize efficiency while adhering to strict hygiene and food safety standards.
The main goals of processing facilities are to increase production capacity, reduce costs, and ensure a stable supply of pork for China's large population. In addition, pork processing plants create significant job opportunities, support local economies, and contribute to the development of a large agricultural infrastructure. Despite a robust domestic pork industry that produces more than half of the world's pork supply, challenges remain. Factors such as disease outbreaks, rising feed costs, and environmental regulations all play a role in shaping the country's pork output. Due to these factors, domestic pork supply has not been able to meet demand. In recent years, China has turned to international markets to ensure enough pork for its people. Countries such as Brazil, Spain, and the United States are major exporters of pork to China. Imports have played an important role in helping China overcome the shortage period. However, the dependence on imports comes with challenges, such as fluctuating global pork prices. To address the challenges in production, to help the market become more self-sufficient, China is increasingly turning to technology and innovation. Feeding China's more than 1.4 billion people requires a huge amount of pork, around 55 to 60 million tons per year. Although China is the world's largest pork producer, domestic production often falls short of growing demand, leading to a heavy reliance on imports. However, with technological advances, government initiatives, and a focus on sustainability, China is working to maintain its position as a major pork producer while ensuring its food supply for the future. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe so you don't miss any interesting information. See you in the next videos!